Come on, you Lions! Yes, it's Friday night. It's Friday night pint time. We're all still on a high from the European adventures last night.
Yes.
I woke up this morning with a massive smile on my face. Just thinking about last night. And listen, do not adjust your sets. This is not post-match pint. We have had a shower and got changed. It is the three of us that were representing last night on post-match pint. Nicky has just landed. Dan, he landed about an hour ago, but they both had tricky trips home. So we'll talk about that a little bit later. One of them might join. You never know. They might join on if they get home in time. But yeah, how you boys been?
Yeah,
I'm good,
same
mate.
as you, mate.
Glad it's Friday.
No, that's it. That's it. Waking up this morning, being the only British team to win in Europe in the Europa League. It's not a bad thing, is it? You know, showed all them other boys how it's done.
Yeah, we was flying the flag for England last night, or Britain, whatever you want, Great Britain, whatever you want to call us now, in the Europa League. And in should we include the Conference League? Does anyone really care about that?
No.
Well, we might have to care about it because we might be in it in a few months, but you never know. No, but look, it was a great performance last night. I mean, we're going to talk a little bit about it in a minute, but listen, thank you to everyone in the chat for joining us. We'll let it build up a bit before we start. Good to see. I see, but do you know what? I set this link up about 6:30, and there's already people commenting from like 6:30. That's the little bit of that's the community we're getting. The West Ham Fan TV community. They get here early, unlike some of us. They're here early, and they're representing. They're in the chat. They're having a good chat.
what we like to see.
Some of the chat turn up earlier than we do.
How you been, Gray? What you been up to this week, mate?
Not a lot. I had training and that this week, so and then obviously watching the game last night, but still buzzing about it this morning. So yeah. And, it's been. I'll say today I busy that work. It's dragged a bit today, but I'm glad it's Friday.
Good announcement, Graham. You'll be joining me on Monday night playing footballs now.
Yes,
I've signed him up. Signed him up, Ginger Pele. But what are you drinking? What are you drinking?
Hey? I'm on the beer. I'm on the Birra Moretti.
Oh, Scott, what are you drinking, mate?
I'm on the rum and coke tonight.
I've got a nice vodka and lemonade with no ice.
Oh,
but the lemonade was cold, and that is strong.
I went to the
fridge. Holiday measures, right?
Oh, fucking hell. I think it's like vodka with a dash of lemonade.
You got Spanish measure, like when you're on holiday, and they just go.
Oh, yes. Oh,
yes.
Mate,
that's the first thing I did. I went to the fridge. I had one beer left. I thought, you know what? Let me check, see if I've got any ice. I had some ice. I thought, large rum and coke.
Before I forget, let's all raise a glass. Happy birthday, Billy Bonds, 75 today. Absolute West Ham legend. Happy birthday, mate. I'm sure Billy Bonds watching somewhere in the world. No, look, it's I mean, we could sit here and talk all night about Billy Bonds, what he means to the football club, and he's just an absolute legend. And I'm glad that in the last couple of years that the club are starting to honour him a bit more. Obviously, the stand named after him. You know, record appearance holder, 2 FA Cups, other trophy. You know, he's done it all with West Ham, and he's an absolute legend of the club. So happy birthday, mate! Can't believe he's 75. Can't believe he's 75. It still looks like he can run around the pitch.
I know, but the thing is, I think he was like 41 when he retired. He was still playing top flight football at 41.
Penny, Nicky and Danny are absolutely fine. I'm sure Dan will fill you in when he gets home. He's not in a good mood. He's basically missed his flight. He couldn't get on his flight because he didn't fill out the right form. He had to get another flight. He had to fork out about 200 odd euros. His test run out by an hour, so he had to do another COVID test. He hasn't had a good day, but even though he missed his flight, he was still home for Nicky. How'd you work that out?
But do you know what, though? Do you know what, Ryan? You said it, but I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. It's Nicky we're talking about.
There's a few people in the chat now, so I think we'll start with our first topic, and it is David Moyes deserves huge credit. I mean, we spoke about it a bit last night on Post-Match Pint, and what he's done at the club since he's come back. He's transformed not only the team, but the fan base, the club, from top to bottom, and the work that he's done is just starting to pay off now. And it's unreal. And do you know what? I see the video the club put out last night of the fans singing his name. They were doing it at Southampton as well on Saturday, sorry. And yeah, you could see what it means to David Moyes as well. I think he was a bit taken aback by it, when he'd see the crowd, and it took, it surprised him a bit. But no, he's what a great manager he is for us.
Yeah,
the turnaround in the fortunes of the club since he come in, when he took over the second time, third from bottom, and now we've just gone and won in a difficult, a difficult ground, a difficult team to beat in Europe. They've beaten some big teams over the years in Europe, and like in the space of 18 months, the turnaround's been fantastic. I mean, we look fitter. There's more desire in the players. Everyone pulling together, and it's lifting the crowd. It's just lifting the club in general, all around the club. He's done a fantastic job, and I just hope he's with us for a good few years yet.
Yeah, you are right, mate. Like you said, he's the transformation in this club since he took over for the second time is huge. It's huge. There's a feel good factor about the squad at the minute. You see that they're all playing for each other. They're all working for each other. No one's on their own. You saw that when Rice scored and the opposition player tried to sort of give him some grief, and then straight away there's 4 or 5 players around him going like, "What are you being silly for?" You know what I mean? Trying to sort it out, and that's a togetherness that we haven't seen in our squads for a while. And like you said, you've got to look at Moyes. The players he's brought in, they've had the right attitude. He's installed his way of working, and the players have bought into that. And he's only seems to be getting players in that want to buy into that. As we said last night, Zouma coming in. Zouma looks a different level. You think we've been Ogbonna's been our best defender for a while. And Zouma coming in, and you just think Zouma and Ogbonna together, that's going to be one solid partnership. So
another thing I haven't quite got, when Moyes, the football's going to be rubbish. We're playing some of the best football I can remember for a long time.
Yeah.
The thing is, it's like you wake up on a match day and you can't wait to watch this team, and it's been like that for a long time. And the thing is with this team as well is that they don't give up. From the first minute to the last, where you look under previous managers, we'd get to like 60, 70 minutes and we'd look dead on our ass. Look like we can't run. This team goes from the first minute to the last minute. And every game we go into, it don't matter who we're playing, I think we're going to get a result. And we're scoring goals. I think it's only us, Man City, Liverpool and United that scored over 100 goals in since Moyes has been back in that time. No, that's.
I mean, I think you've hit the nail on the head there, right? I think now, like before, Moyes get we played City, your Cities, your Man United, and we're like, if we can get away with like a draw but now, you think like whoever we're playing, they're gonna have a tough game on their hands against us now. Whoever we're playing.
Yeah, and even like other teams now, they'll be looking at when they play West Ham, whether it's in the league or they get drawn against us in the cup or in Europe, they'll be looking at West Ham thinking, I don't want to play them. And down previous years, teams would turn up at West Ham and just take the piss. We've been played off the park at the London Stadium sometimes against teams a lot less than us, and that's no disrespect to them, but they've made us look second rate sometimes. And now we're just, Moyes done a good job in his first spell at the club, and I thought he was harshly treated. But Pellegrini was available. The club wanted to go down that route. Pellegrini wanted to build this big club mentality, but he couldn't do it. David Moyes is doing that now. And I'm not saying we're one of the elite clubs. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is now he's trying to build us a team and a squad that can compete not only for the top 6 every season, but in the cups and now in Europe.
But it's not only that, right? He's getting the players to believe they can do it as well. You know,
and that's all we've ever asked as West Ham fans. And I'm sure there's the people in the chat and everyone watching. That's all we've ever asked for our team. Just give us everything you can, win, lose or draw. If you walk off that pitch and you've tried, we'll clap you. But if we see you on that pitch, I mean, there's been games that down the years, especially in the first season at London Stadium, where we'd go 1-0, 2-0, 3-0 down. The players didn't look like they give a shit. Hands on their hips. Now, if we go 1-0 down, there's that attitude that said, all right, we're 1-0 down, we'll get back into it. How many games did we go 1-0 down last season and we got straight back into it? Clawed our way back in and nicked the points.
That's it. Like you said, mate, you hit the nail on the head. When you look at the times that we, when we first moved to the London Stadium, when we played the likes of City or Liverpool, it'd be like, oh, we've lost this game, we won't even bother trying, and we go 1 or 2 down, and then that's it. It's just right, roll over, damaged imitation, try and not to concede 5, and we end up conceding 4 or 5. But with Moyes' team now, it's the belief's there. You go 1-0 down, you can still get back into the game. Look, we know we're not the big sides, we're not the Cities, we're not the Liverpools, but we're not a side that lays down and takes it anymore. We're a side now that we're going to give it as good as what you can give it. You may be better, but we're not going to make life easy for you. And we're going to keep going and keep going and keep going. And as I said before, this team now doesn't seem to know when it's beat.
Yeah.
And I remember when Moyes first come back and he said that it might take him 4, maybe 5 transfer windows to get the right balance of the squad of what he wants. And you can see every window he's added quality and class to the team and workers. I mean, you look at Soufal and Souček. No one's ever heard of them two. He brought them in for next to nothing, really. I mean, what was Souček in the end? I think it was about 18 to 20 million. Soufal was like 5 million. I know I laugh and joke about it, but he was only £5 million. And that's an absolute bargain for someone that's come in and not missed a game. I know he missed last night, but in the Premier League, he's been bang on every week. And then you bring in a worker like Jared Bowen. Then you bring in someone like Ben Rama. All right, it might have taken him a season to get used to it, but this season he's showing his qualities. And then you add what we've already got. Declan Rice has improved so much. I mean, Declan Rice improves week in, week out for West Ham and England. But you look at Declan Rice's performance last night. His first ever game in Europe for West Ham, and he just bossed it. And he ended up getting a goal, and then he stands there, and then he gives it to the ultras.
That's the thing, and that's who I think you said it last night, right? That we're benefiting from Rice being in that England side now. England have benefited from us bringing Rice through. Now we're benefiting from Rice being that main man in the midfield for England. He's bringing that different style of football, a different style of play. He's got his game, he's, as I said last night, he's more disciplined when he plays for England in that holding role. He has a bit more freedom and, just the confidence in the guy to pick up that ball where he did and just drive at their defence.
It's no surprise that when you put better players around you, you become a better player. Kurt Zouma, I mean, we'll talk a little bit about Kurt Zouma in a minute, but Kurt Zouma now coming into that squad, his experience that he's gained with Chelsea is only going to help the likes of Diop and the whole of the back four, and it gives the people in front of him confidence, and it will give the goalkeeper confidence as well.
100%.
He was a leader last night, wasn't he? He bossed the back line, and for his first game, it's like he'd been playing there for years.
Yeah, exactly.
Alongside Diop, and it was brilliant.
Yeah, and that's what you want with a player of his experience and his quality, that he comes in and he doesn't, he sat back and just listened and embedded himself into the side before he started trying to take the lead. He got in there. He grabbed people like Diop. You know, you saw at one point I think when Rice when we had the free kick, when we laid it short to Rice, you see Diop, see Zouma in there, and he's talking to players about like where we should be moving, what we should be doing, and that's what you want to see. You want to see players like that coming in who have got that right attitude, like Dawson did when Dawson first come in. You know, he's got that leader mentality. He's got that, you know, right. Yeah, you guys are doing this, but this is what I'm doing, and I'm going to bring my game to your game, and we're going to improve. And Zouma now is a step up on Dawson. You know, Dawson come in and done absolutely fantastic. He started a little bit shaky this season, but Zouma's that upgrade. You know, we're upgrading players, and that's what I want to see us do. Keep upgrading. You know, we're not getting players in who are below the level of what we got. We're trying to upgrade and upgrade and upgrade. You know, we're going to get to a level where you can't do that.
Yeah, we've had down the years, we've had too many players in this team, and there's a couple still in the squad that. I mean, Creswell was one of them. You know, that Nude was the first name on the team sheet, and they wouldn't show like in training. They wouldn't, you know, give it their all in training because they knew they were playing. But now there's competition in that squad. We've got good cover all over. Okay, we probably do need another 1 or 2 additions probably in January, but that's only to improve because you always got to keep improving. If you want to compete at the top 6. You can't keep, you know, you got to stay loyal to your players. But if there's better players, look at Mark Noble. You know, I love Mark Noble to bits, you know, but there are better players in there. And he knows that as well. And that's why he's not kicking off, throwing his arms in the air. Look, when he come on last night, he had a smile on his face because he's just run on to represent the club he loves in Europe. You know, something that he's probably dreamed of for a long time. You know, I know he done it in the qualifiers a few years ago, but to do it in the group stages, you know, it showed what he meant. And going back to David Moyes as well, you know, what I've said is it's not only what he's done on the pitch, it's what he's done off the pitch as well. He's got a good backroom staff. He's brought in the right people to have around the club. You know, he's told David Sullivan, I don't want your signings, I want my signings. Yeah. And that's what we've been lacking. We've lacked a manager that had a bit of bollocks about him. Bilic didn't have it.
Stand up to the ball.
Yeah, Bilic didn't have it. Pellegrini definitely didn't have it. But David Moyes has come in, and I think there's a lot of fans. And just before we move on, anyone in the chat, give us your thoughts on David Moyes. You know, if you've changed your opinion on him. Yeah. Because I know there is a few people out there that obviously didn't want him when he come back, and you know that didn't want to get behind him. But I'm sure now that you know these people, they'll admit it. You know, David Moyes is doing a good job. So I didn't see what I said. Was it?
No, it's not. It's just Miss Amaret. She's at the pop out, so she just said.
No worries, Miss Amaret.
Take over. So I'll
take your time, Miss Amaret. No worries. We'll look after it. We'll keep an eye on that chat. I've got the block button here. But yeah, no, look, David Moyes is he's done a fantastic job, and he's won a lot of people around, and it's been a long time since we've sung his name, sung a manager's name. I think Alan Pardew was probably the last one.
Well, we sung it for Bilic at the start, didn't we?
Yeah, but I think the way it was been sung the last few weeks is definitely like sort of
this. You know, this is the first time someone's earned. You know, you can see that they've earned the fact that they've won the fans over and the fans sing his name. You know, he's earned that from what he's done.
Yeah, Philip saying that Moyes is turning into his favourite West Ham manager in 26 years of his life. Nino saying, yeah, hands up, I was one of them. He's done brilliant. Danny saying, Moyes has transformed the club. End of. I invite anyone to argue. You know, and that's it. And do you know what? I like people that will put their hands up and say, yeah, do you know what? He's proved me wrong. And look, I'm not going to sit here and say, yeah, I was the biggest fan of David Moyes coming in because I wasn't at the time. But I was willing to get behind him and give him a chance because I always thought that he could turn this club around and turn this team around. So
my attitude is once they're in, you got to back them.
Yeah,
it might not be your first choice, but you got to get behind them.
Andrew's overdosing on humble pie. I hope you're having custard with that, mate. But no, look, Andrew's another one. You know, all we ever want to do. We can sit here and we can have our opinions. Everyone's got their opinions, and you know, there's no right or wrong opinion. It's an opinion at the end of the day. But we all want what's best for the football club. We all want West Ham to do well.
Yeah.
You know, and we are doing well now. And it's so good to see the fans get. I mean, you look at that support we had out there last night with a week's notice, and we took 2,000 out there.
Exactly.
And that, you know, and they've done us proud. You know, it's just at the moment there's such a buzz around the football club, and whether you love the London Stadium or you don't, you know, we all can't wait to get over there on Sunday just to watch this team.
Yeah, that's it, and that's the thing. It is, you know. And I said, we're playing. Yes, it's the Ronaldo circus is coming to town. You know, most teams now be sort of worrying about that, and we're sitting here looking forward to it. You know, because that's how far forward we've come.
You two keep talking. I'm going to flick some comments up on the screen. Go on, you keep talking. Go on, tell us why you love Moyesy.
Right, Gray, you go first, mate, because I've got a stinking cold. I need to blow my nose, so I'm going to just
go. I love Moyesy. Like I say, I just love the way he's turned the club around in 18 months. You know, he's instilled pride in the club. The players are proud to play for the club. The fans, like, you know, everyone's behind him. It's just top to bottom. The atmosphere that was around the club 18 months ago to now, like the club's just it's buzzing with excitement all over.
This is a good point that Gaza makes. When have we been this consistent? It's been a long time in it that it seems like if we do lose, we bounce back straight away, and that's why we just missed out on the Champions League last year. You know, you can go through the last season and pick games. We should have picked up points there. But you know what? There's points where we shouldn't have picked up, and we've done it. So it evens itself out. Yeah. You know, sometimes.
And the thing is with Moyes, you've seen now where some managers don't like. When they get it wrong, managers won't take the blame. You look back at last season when we drew with Brighton. Moyes come out after the game and said, "You know what? I'll be hands up. I got it wrong." You know, and that is where, you know, you look at other managers like Mourinho. When they win, he's brilliant. When they lose, the players didn't do it. You know, Moyes ain't like that. You know, Moyes will sit there and say, "Yeah, we won, but we can do better." You know, and he holds his that, and it's good to have a manager like that who's humble. You know, and you got to respect him for the way he goes about his business and does what he does.
Yeah, but the thing I like about him as well, he looks like the sort of manager you don't want to get on the wrong side of either.
But that's it.
That's the Scottish temper in it coming out. But Hammer's Mikey's saying if we win the Europa and get Champions League, then I'll let Moyes sleep with my missus. But yeah, we all feel that, Mikey. You know, that'd be some achievement if we done that. But yeah, look, there's so much praise for Moyes, and rightly so. But the only thing is that, like, it's good when we're winning and we're singing his name and everything's going well. It's how we respond to him when we do go 3 or 4 games without a win, and you can't. Look, we've all got rights to get on players and managers back, but don't just turn on him like that, because there's probably our fans out there that are not happy for him to be doing well because he's proven a lot of people wrong. I remember when Moyesy first come back and we lost United away when Snodgrass's goal was ruled out, and I had a bit of a Barney with a bloke on Twitter that was proper slagging him off, and I was just like, well, give the bloke a chance. And you know, I hope, you know, I don't know if that bloke's watching. I don't know if he follows me on Twitter anymore, but I'd like to see how he is feeling now, because maybe, hopefully, he's changed his mind, because he was dead against Moyes. He was like putting pictures of a clown, like images up with David Moyes, and you know. But I'd like to see his thoughts on Harris going at the moment.
And that is it. You know, I remember.
I don't say you could be anything but happy at the minute. I just don't say you could.
Cheers, Phil. You know, that's the thing. It's you know, I was one of them when he first come in. I didn't think it was the right move, and you know,
Miss Amaret's in Asda's. Do you boys want anything? Right? Couple sausage rolls.
Galaxy Ripple.
No, you've already had one of them today, Gray. You're not allowed to.
No, I can have it. I'll put it in the fridge and have it tomorrow.
Why are you not allowed to?
That's a joke. I'm not joking. Oh, why? If it wants.
What have I missed?
I'm trying to be a good boy.
Mate, he's Right, he's dropped some weight, the boy.
Yeah, he's looking well. And do you know, I'm looking forward to getting him on the pitch on Monday, giving him a run around.
I'll be like a fat Maldini. I wish I was half as good as Maldini.
You fucking love it, Gray. Right, that's enough of Moyes' loving. Moyes only gets 25 minutes on our show. Let's move on now. Let's get some more love into. We spoke a little bit about him, but the praise for Kurt Zouma today that's been going around. Debut last night for West Ham, clean sheet, 2-0 win in Europe. Looked solid, won every header, every interception, long ball, short ball. As I said last night, led the line like a captain last night. Do you think we've got a bit of a bargain? I know we're talking about one game, but I sort of judge Zouma when he played for Chelsea as well. And I've always sort of rated him. I know he's gone on loan to Stoke when he was younger. It didn't work out. He went to Everton as well. And I've had Everton fans messaging me saying they wish they would have signed him when they had him because they could see the potential in him. But last night's performance, he looked like he'd been playing for West Ham for 3 or 4 seasons.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, I've got a couple of mates at Chelsea. Like we've been going over, like since the 70s and that. And he said he was gutted when they sold him.
Yeah, I'm the same. I've got Chelsea fans in work, and they were the same. They sort of get why he went, because he doesn't fit in the manager's plans. But they said they were a bit gutted that he left because he can be a quality centre half. He's a France international. You can't knock it. And I think for him as well, being at a side like Chelsea, Premier League, Champions League contenders each season, he had to buy into the project that Moyes was delivering because let's be honest, he could have just stayed at Chelsea.
Yeah, you don't walk out on a team that's going to be challenging for the title and just won the Champions League. I mean, exactly. Josh said there, Zouma's interview said it's like a family. I love to hear things like that. Unreal player. And listen, I can't watch Kurt Zouma without smiling. I can't. He just makes me smile. He's happy. He's just not constantly happy. I think we've got a bit of a coup. Honestly, I really do. I think we've got a bargain. I think he's gonna fit in well with the West Ham fans are gonna take to him. £1.79 super sticker. Happy Hammer 82. Thank you so much for that, mate.
Thank you very much,
mate.
We'll put that in the beer fund.
But and this is it. This is what I was saying earlier about upgrades. And it's Moyes has took his time. I know that we've sat on here before. Other people sat here before panicking. We've been a little panicky in the length of time it took us to do deals and stuff like that. But if the manager has the players he wants, and that's all we end up with, then that's fine because the manager's getting the players that buy into his project, what he's trying to build. And we left it late, but we've got a top quality centre half. And it said like we said, all right, it's one game he's played, but for me, watching him yesterday, it showed his quality. And
the thing is, it's not like he's gone in a League Cup game against like a League One, League Two side.
Yeah.
He's gone in there in a hostile ground against a team who, let's not forget, were in Champions League qualifiers, done double in Croatia last year, and he's The thing is as well, that's their first defeat at home in the group stages of the Europa League, I think, or in like 14 matches. And all right, you're gonna get you get people saying, "Oh, Europa League ain't as good as the Champions League" and stuff like that. But you like you said, it's a hostile environment. They're a side that make the game difficult. The fans make the game difficult. And let's not forget we went there and dominated.
This is the new Zouma song. There's only one guy walking along Westfield in a thong, walking in a Zouma Wonderland. I can't see that one catching on, but you never know. You get Graham to do that on Sunday.
I'll crack up if you heard that on Sunday. That'd be brilliant.
Oh, mate. But look, I mean, when Declan Rice done that celebration last night and that that geezer come over, one of their players come over, and then you got Antonio and Zouma just standing there. I mean, you wouldn't want to fuck with them two, would you? They're built like fucking. You know how big they both are, massive. Zouma actually made Antonio look a bit small.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. He's coming straight in and he's doing that already. Just going to literally just see him go over and just say, "What are you playing at?" Right. The guy wanted to get on with the game, but as I said, they've gone in, they've stuck up for their man, and that's what that's the good thing that we want to see. We want to see players coming in like that, and it shows again the togetherness that this squad seems to have.
Yeah. Good team spirit.
Yeah,
Club
and
spirit.
Zouma, I think, will start on Sunday against United. I think it'd be silly not to start him. Because I know we're going to preview the Man United game a little bit, but it's going to be difficult. United, they've got some superstars in their team, and they've got players that can damage her. But Zouma for me has to come in. He has to start on Sunday.
Yeah,
alongside Ogbonna, Soufal, Zouma, Ogbonna, and Creswell.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know whether we'll switch to a back five for this one.
Yeah, maybe.
Now Masuaku's back as well. Be interesting to see what he does, especially with this is what we were saying, the other night. It'd be interesting to see now without Antonio what Plan B is. To be honest, you'd rather have gone into a game with Antonio being suspended against someone else other than a team like Manchester United. But I think when you look at the young boys game, even the Newcastle game, they run out 4-1 winners in that, but Newcastle could have easily got 2 or 3 goals in that game. Mm-hmm. So it'd be interesting to see what he does and what he decides to go with. But I sort of Zouma's performance last night warrants him starting against United over Dawson and that's not being disrespectful to Dawson. I just feel that Zouma is the better player, and Dawson's not had the best start to the team.
The opposition we're facing, you've got to go with your strongest lineup. You can't.
Yeah.
You can't sort of go on and sentiment or
no.
No.
But also then that may and that's the thing, that performance for Zouma last night might give Dawson a kick up the arse we might see him start on Sunday and it puts in a man of the match performance. That's the thing.
They'll push each other along. So
yeah, exactly, and that's what you want.
I'll be honest. I think you don't spend that money on the centre back and leave him on the bench. No disrespect to Dawson, but Zouma's got to start. Zouma has to start over Dawson.
These are the sort of game when you're playing your Man United, Man City. That's why you spend the money on a player like Zouma.
Exactly. Yeah.
There's a lot of love in here for your Barnet, Gray. They're loving the old short back and sides, mate.
Yeah, I had to get it cut. I was looking like Beetlejuice. It was just all like. I was going to get it cut like the other week, but obviously I was in isolation, so I couldn't, and then it just went a bit.
Yeah.
But thank you. Thank you.
Look very, very, very trim, Graham. Very trim around the ears, mate.
Thank you, everybody.
£5 super chat from Paul. Get this trending. Sweet Declan.
So there's two songs we've got to get going on Sunday now. There's 2.
Declan.
Got to get the Zouma Fong song going and
the Zouma Fong song.
That's going to be in my head now. That is going to be in my head, both of them. I'm going to be singing them all evening there.
Great. Matt says, kiss a wave.
Give him away, Bram. Give him away. This, because look, I know we usually on a Friday night pint, we usually bang on for about 2 hours, but we can't keep it long tonight, unfortunately. So we're going to go for about another half hour, 40 minutes, maybe. I'll be honest, I'm absolutely shattered this week. You know, I know, like, I never went to Zagreb, but work and late nights, and I'm drained, and I'm looking forward to a lay-in tomorrow.
Well, you get one of them, mate.
Yeah, I know. And do you know what?
Well,
I say a lay-in, I'll probably still be up fucking 7:30, 8 o'clock. You know, and and then tomorrow I'm going to go out for a nice day out with a wife, and then obviously Man United on Sunday. So yeah, we'll keep going. What should we do now? Come on, let's go. Let's preview United today. Let's talk a bit about Manchester United, or should I say West Ham United versus Ronaldo, because that's all the press keep talking about. Sky Sports News is Ronaldo crazy. Look, you look Man United, you know, they're going to be up there towards the end of the season, challenging for the title without a doubt. You know, you look at the squad, and fucking hell.
I thought someone thrown something at him.
Did you see that?
What is it, moth?
There's a fucking massive dragonfly.
It's not going to kill you.
I can hear the cunt. I can hear it's got like fucking it's got that fucking steel toe cap boots on the wooden floor. I don't even know where that fucking come from.
Has it got a bit of Stone Island on? Why is it up?
Mate, that probably went for me. Must be a Spurs fan. And I ain't got trainers on either. I don't want it going on my feet.
Well, so you see Ryan jump up as it crawls across his feet.
You know, man. That was like, well, you tell I'm getting old though, because the old reflections weren't as fucking quick. But anyway,
I just say you look right. You sort of stared for a second like that, and then went.
I feel like it's on me. I don't like this at all.
Right, open the door and let it out.
Yeah. Fucking hell. Get out of my house.
You bug.
Janie come running in a minute. There's something in here.
Fucking hell, man. No, I don't like things like that. I don't like dragonflies. They're horrible things. Anyway, where was we? United.
The Ronaldo show.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you are right though in what you're saying. It's still all they bang on about is Ronaldo this, Ronaldo that. You know, the thing that makes me laugh is you had all the Europa League games last night, right? And obviously the Europa Conference League games. We put TalkSport on this morning, and they're talking about Guardiola coming out and going, "Oh, you know, Man City fans should fill the stadium up." But yeah, well, that's old news. You know, there was more important. It was actual football on. Talk about the football. You know, why you still got to bang on just because Pep said something. You know, it's just typical.
And they say there's no big club bias.
Oh, that's it, mate. And that's the thing. You know, like Ryan said, you're still seeing Ronaldo this, that on Sky Sports News because it sells a story. You know, you look at last night and you know some of the bother out there. You know, I showed some people the videos this morning of some of the stuff that went on out there. And if that was the other way round and that was our fans causing trouble, that would be all over the press everywhere. But because it's the other way round, it's not reported. You know, would you have known about that if you wasn't a West Ham fan? And that's the thing with our press. If it was us going out there causing trouble, our fans causing trouble, Sky Sports News, they'd all be over it, just slagging us off left, right, and centre. And you know, there's a huge big club bias. You know, you've only got to look at you know, if we weren't playing United on Sunday and we were live on telly, they'd sit there and talk about our game for 5 minutes and talk about the Liverpool game that would be on after hours. Yeah, it's getting beyond a joke now.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they're always going to have that sort of attention. Man United always get that, and especially signing Ronaldo. But I mean, you look at their forward line: Greenwood, Fernandes, Sancho, Ronaldo. You know, that's
going to be tough trying to keep them quiet.
Yeah, but that's the thing. This is what they've done, and this is the difference in the levels. You know how you look at the level that we're at, and that we're pushing in that top 8 section. You know, we're pushing there and pushing there, but this is the difference in the levels that you've got with the bigger clubs, because they generate the bigger money. The fact that they can go out and get these players, like you said, you know, Greenwood, fantastic young talent. Sancho, they pay big money for to get him in. Again, good young talent. Hasn't really kick-started for United yet. They've got Cavani, you know, another top quality player. Not forgetting Lingard as well. You know, they've got him, Ronaldo, and like Ryan said, you know, Fernandes. Fernandes is a top quality player, and that's the difference. And it's sort of, this is why when teams like ours and Leicester's and things like that do so well, that's why we need a bit more credit than what we got.
I can hear it. I can't see it though. I can hear it. I think it's gone behind that fucking thing now. I don't like this.
It's waiting for the camera to go off. It's waiting for you. It's waiting for you.
I can hear it.
Lulling you into full sense of security.
I only ever feel safe when I got the fly spray on me, because have that, you bastard. Go on, choke. Yeah, I mean, listen, Jesse Lingard coming back to the London Stadium on Sunday. Going to be emotional for him. I'd like to see the reaction he's going to get. I think he'll get a good reception from the crowd.
I think he'll get a good reception.
Yeah, I think he deserves it as well.
Yeah, definitely, and that's the thing. You know, yeah, it's all right, mate. You've come back now. That's the dragonfly playing with your reception. But yeah, no, you are right. I think he'll, you know, if he comes on or if he plays, he'll get a decent reception from the fans. You know, if he scores, I hope he doesn't celebrate. To be honest, be nice to see.
I don't think he will. I don't think he will.
No, you know,
I don't think that. I don't think he's got that. I don't think he's that type of player to celebrate in front of West Ham fans if he does score.
Yeah. And let's be honest, the door's still open for him to return. So, you know, it's one of them. Look, at the end of the day, he probably had the opportunity to come back, but like you said, right, you know, maybe he's you know, he wanted to spend that little bit of time with a player like Ronaldo. Because as much as we keep saying it's the Ronaldo show and all that, you know, he is a special player. And, you know, you know yourselves, when you get a chance to play with players of a good quality, you enjoy playing. You know, and, you know, that's one of the things.
Having better players around you makes you a better player as well.
Yeah, that's it. It's going
to lift.
Yeah. But look, it's not going to be an easy game. But as I said, you look at them against Newcastle. They won comfortably, but Newcastle could have got a couple. They lost to Young Boys, all right. They did go down to 10 men. There was a mistake that led to the winning goal, but they're not unbeatable. Do you know what I mean?
No team is unbeatable.
No. It's going to be difficult, but look, we've got players that can. I mean, look, there's no denying missing Antonio. Them defenders would have been, you know, they would have thought, oh, we're in for a game today up against Antonio. So they're Maguire and the other centre back who they signed from Madrid, Varane, is it?
Yeah, the centre half. Yeah,
I think like they're obviously glad that Antonio's not playing, but you know what? I've got confidence in whoever Moyes wants to put up there. I've got a feeling he's going to go with Bowen up top. He could also play Ben Rama up there, you know, and maybe bring in Vlasic in place of Ben Rama and putting Ben Rama up top. But I don't know how Moyes is going to play it. But look, we've still got players that can hurt them.
Yeah, we've got players that can do damage. Yeah,
exactly. So it looks like it's going to be a good game. Hopefully it'll be a good game. It's always a good game against United down the years.
Yeah,
so
never a dull West Ham Man U game.
Yeah, I'm looking forward. You know, it's going to be difficult. If you offered me a point now, I'd probably take it. and just take the unbeaten run, keep going with that.
Yeah.
But there's no reason why we couldn't get all three, but it's going to be very difficult against a strong United team.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and that's it. You know, it is going to be difficult, especially the fact that Antonio's not there. But could it possibly work in our favour? You know, would have Man United been looking to set up, you know, to play against Antonio, and then we get now he's not there. We don't know what Moyes is going to do.
They're not going to know.
Exactly. Yeah. You know, and this is the thing. You know, we've seen before. Sometimes, you know, if we go there and in the game and look to play a false nine, you know, and have Bowen, Ben Rama, Fornals, you know, whoever he decides to go with to sort of interchange their positioning, which will make it a lot harder for them for the centre halves to work out who they're marking. The problem is for me, especially like when you look back at last season when we played them in the cup, is that we didn't. You know, we had Yarmolenko up front. We were still hitting them long balls as if Antonio was playing up there. You know, for Antonio to try and hold up, to try and run on, you know, running in the holes. I think that if we go for the sort of false nine or even Bowen playing up front, we need to look at not so much long balls in the air for him to win, but play into the channels, look to play to feet, and then get forward quick enough.
Yeah. I think someone like Bowen up top on his own, you're not gonna play the long balls. He's not gonna win them in the air against Maguire and Varane. So it's gonna you got to play football on the floor, get it on the floor, knock it about a bit, look for the quick triangles, the 1-2s, switching play. And look, you never know, you know. But my score prediction, I'm gonna go for a very entertaining 0-0 now. I'm gonna go 2-2. I'm gonna go 2-2.
Oh, I was going to say that. I was going to say 2-2.
It's a favourite with West Ham and United, isn't it, down the years? But no, I'm gonna go 2-2.
Yeah, I was thinking draw. I was thinking 1-1, but I think it'll be. I think there'll be quite a few goals in the game. So, I'll say 2-2 as well.
I think it's going to be very, very tough. Very, very tough.
You think we're going to lose?
Yeah. I just think that as much as I said,
get him out. Fucking 10
negativity.
Then he know that we're on a fucking unbeaten run. We ain't lost for how long? I'm only joking.
Get out of my pub.
I'm normally the one that always picks us to win, but yeah, look, we could easily get something out of this game, but yeah. Do you know what? I'm going to go 2-1 either way.
Let's get some score predictions up from the lovely people in the chat. Matt Powell's going 3-0. Oh, that's better than 2. That's more entertaining, that one. LTL's going 3-1 West Ham. Go on, LTL. Debbie's going 1-0, playing it safe like us, Gray. Nino's going 2-1 West Ham. Souček last minute winner. He needs a goal. That boy.
Funny thing was, we said he ain't scored for a while the other day, and I forgot he scored first game of the season, didn't he?
Yeah. Dean Henderson, I think we will sneak a 2-1. Chris is going for a 3-2 ding dong do. Ding dong do. Ding dong do. I like that. Steve's going 3-2 either way.
He's doing a Scott.
Neil's going 2-1 West Ham. Where are we going? Let's get some more here. 1-0 West Ham. Another 2-2. 2-2 sit here. Look, 2-2. Seems everyone's going for the 2-2.
The draw seems to be the popular bet.
Yeah. Andy ain't mucking about, mate. Look at that 2-0 solid clean sheet. He ain't mucking. Andy knows the score, mate. Eli's agreeing with Scott. Let's block Eli. I'm only joking, mate. I'm only joking, mate. Yeah, 3-0. I'll tell you that's 3-0 Man United. Oh, look at that one. That's a game and a half, man.
4-3.
4-3 West Ham, Ben Rama.
I don't think that do my nerves much good. If
Even better, look, 4-1, give United the consolation goal like Holland in Euro 96 when we beat them. Give them the consolation goal. Lisa saying 11 is still unbeaten. Yeah, we're on such a good run at the moment. Alan's going 3-1 and Russell's going 2-1 West Ham. So, yeah, there's a lot of mixed results there, mainly draws. Some entertaining games in there, 4-3.
3-all.
The relaxing ways going 3-1 United. Hopefully we win though. Yeah, look. If we lose on Sunday, as long as we've given everything we can, you can't complain. You're coming up against top opposition now. You know, I just hope it ain't the. You know, Ronaldo's had it easy since he's come back. He's had Old Trafford full crowds loving him. He went to the young boys the other night and they loved him. The fans there with their phones out. He's not going to get that sort of reception at West Ham on Sunday. Every time he touches that ball, he's going to get booed. But the problem is that ups Ronaldo's game when people do that. The only good thing I would say is, and I've said this before, when United signed for, Ronaldo, is that he left the club 12 years ago. So there's a generation of fans that never got to see him play in the Premier League. And there's probably people there now that are like 18 that never went West Ham when they was 5 or 6 that will see Ronaldo now. And whatever you love or hate him, he's one of the greatest players to ever grace the football pitch. So there's a generation there that will be excited, young kids excited to see one of the greatest players of all time. So I just hope, obviously, he's on the losing team.
The thing is, though, mate, with him, like he could have left Juventus and gone somewhere and taken an easy option where just earn a shed load of money ain't really good. But he ain't. He's decided to come back to the Premier League, which is one of the most competitive leagues out there. And
3 goals in 2 games for him. So this is a good question. Who takes the penalties? Because obviously Rice missed, Antonio's missed. You know, who would you... There's got to be someone in that team that can just smash a fucking ball. You know, we know Marky Noble can do it for fun, but he's not on the pitch. Is there anyone there that you'd like to see?
I don't know. To me, Bowen looks like the sort who'd just get his laces through it. No nonsense.
No, I'm going Ben Rama.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, Ben Rama.
You know, I like someone like Stu Fowl because he ain't going to score many goals, is he? Give him a penalty. Let him smash it.
That's the thing. Like we've said before, haven't we? We've been so spoilt the fact that we've had Noble all these years to take penalties, and I'm trying to think when Noble hasn't played.
Lanzini used to take them, didn't he?
Lanzini and Payet never took a penalty, did he?
Nah, he was too good at free kicks.
Yeah, so
that might be too good at penalties as well.
It's only sort of since Noble's dropped out of the side that we've had to start worrying about who's going to take penalties. But we need to find someone.
Don't forget as well. Lingard missed a penalty for us last year. Yeah. So we haven't had a good record when Noble ain't taking penalties. But lucky enough, we've been getting the rebounds. That's what we're good at. We're good at rebounds. We're good playing the 1-2 with the goalkeeper and then tapping it in, mugging it.
Exactly. You know, but that's it. That's the tough one. But I think Ben Rama looks like he can hit a penalty. I'll go for him if he's playing.
Yeah.
I like this. If this is what Rick said, you know, report never good part play Man United. I imagine Moyes. I don't know if it's a good time to play West Ham either. Yeah, and that shows. Yeah, do you know what I mean? And he is right in what he says. You know, it's not a good time to be playing us.
No, Man United would be just as worried because they've got a lot of pressure, especially Solskjaer. He's got a lot of pressure on his shoulders this season, like any manager. I mean, David Moyes would be the first to tell you what it's like to manage Man United, the pressure on you. So he knows what sort of pressures Solskjaer's under.
Yeah. Ben Rama, 6 penalties.
Ben Rama, 6 penalties. There you go, Ben Rama.
13 penalties, 10 scored. So I'm going Ben Rama.
He's got 100% record.
But you know, this is the thing. But you know.
Yeah, Noble's missed 4 penalties. One penalty that I always remember him missing was Tottenham at home on the first game of the season when we lost and Dyer scored the winner. And I'll never forget, I went, because that was on the Saturday, and I flew out to Vegas on the Monday. I thought, right, I can get away from all these Spurs fans that are going to give me grief. And I'm queuing up in the airport in Vegas. and who's standing next to me, a Tottenham fan. Oh, and you see the lot of fucking West Ham. Oh my God. I'm like, mate, I've come all the way across the world to get rid of you lot. I remember that when he missed that penalty. I was gutted when he missed that.
I was watching that. I was watching that game with my mate Lee, who's a Spurs fan, and it weren't pleasurable.
Yeah, especially when Dyer rounded the goal, round the keeper and tapped it in. I was like, "Fuck!" And that was his day, and that was Pochettino's first game as well. Anyway, let's go to Ask Us Anything because we're going to go for about another half hour, and then I know the boys. Scott's tired; he's not well. Graham's going to finish his hair off, and yeah. So listen, you got any questions for us? Ask us anything. We're going to go for another half hour, and then we'll leave you dragonflies or wasps. It's got to be dragonflies, mate. Dragonflies. Oh, fucking hell, I can't stand them. They're just so long and like they always fly towards your face, don't they? Like fucking bastards.
Is it definitely a dragonfly, right, or a crane fly?
I don't know, mate. I don't know. It looked like it's driving a crane.
Does it look like a daddy long leg spider with wings?
Oh, I don't know, Scott. It just comes towards me. I felt attacked. Chris
Scott, you can see him going, he won't pay much attention.
Chris is asking, who out of you would win on Mastermind, and what would your specialist subject be? Can't be West Ham or sports. Gray, what would your specialist subject be?
Ooh, I'm a bit of an history geek, and I said that for history.
Scott, what would you be, mate? What would yours be?
Useless information.
I'll have to probably go for Back to the Future. That'd be my subject. Back to the Future. Yeah, of course. Imagine us on Mastermind. Fucking hell,
that'd be pretty, wouldn't it?
What are we talking about? Oh, yeah. No. I'll take that back. Andy's got it. Mine would be Senders all day long.
Andy's got it.
I'll take me bitch
Ryan would definitely win then.
Be on there. Me and Pat on the fucking go. We'll be like, come on, Pat. Like, hey. Nah, we'll let's have a look. What else was there? Any more questions coming in? Are you seeing James Bond in the cinema?
Yeah, I will be going. Hopefully, all being well, I'll be going to the cinema to watch it. I may actually speak to Dan about going, see if he's up for it, and we can dissect the film afterwards.
Yeah, I'd like
a bit of a film critic. Yeah, you can come as well, Gray. Don't worry.
That's it. That's all right, Gray. Don't worry, Gray. We're going our own, mate. Me and you.
Yeah, me and Ryan go.
Yeah. We can do a West Ham Fan TV night at the movies.
Ro's asking Gio or Gonzo. Who did you first, Scott? Gio or Gonzo?
I can't pick between the two. They're both nice guys. So.
They're both good lads. They're both good lads.
I'll go Gio. I like Gonzo as well, but yeah. I'd speak to Gio more than I do Gonzo, so I'll have to go Gio. So, but yeah, no, they're both top blokes. I think Nicky rung up Gonzo the other week when he was pissed about 1 o'clock in the morning. Fucking poor old Gonzo. I bet he didn't know what was going on.
So what are you doing? What are you doing there? What are you up to?
Right, let's have a look.
Sorry.
Bless you.
Are we doing another live event? Yes, we will be doing another live event, probably towards the end of the season. So yeah, I don't know if we're going to be doing anything before that with an ex-player. I've got to sort that out in the next couple of weeks to see if that's still going ahead. Obviously, Tony COYI was involved, but now Tony COYI's involved with other things outside of the football club and that. So we'll have to see. But definitely another Friday Night Pint Live will be happening, bigger and better than last time. And Phil Phillips got a question. I bought 2 tickets for Vienna at home. It's the first game I've been to in 3 years. I have email confirmation, but will I get tickets posted in my house? Sounds a bit daft.
Probably
I don't know how it works with because season ticket holders, we obviously get the digital ticket come through.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it is the same for just buying, but I can imagine it is. What's the difference?
Yeah.
They can just send you a ticket.
Yeah, the digital ticket's just sent over in an email. So
Yeah,
I'm guessing it'd be the same sort of thing.
There's a group on Twitter called West Ham Supporter Services. Maybe drop them an email and ask them. But yeah, if you're at the game, mate, come over and see us after if you fancy it. I met Philip was like one of our first ever fan cams at the Bowling. I remember interviewing him. I'm sure it was Burnley at home. I think it was. I think my memory's correct in saying that one, but yeah, Philip's been around for a long time with us, long time subscriber. So yeah, come over and see us, mate. Scott will buy you a beer. Chris is saying, did you see Tottenham's away support Thursday is the biggest fall from grace in European football? ESL to conference in 6 months. Yeah, I mean, where did they play? France, wasn't it? North of France.
Yeah, Rennes.
I think they played about 150 fans out there, something like that. Fair play to them fans that went out there, but yeah, that's poor showing, really, isn't it? I mean, people were saying about restrictions and COVID, but look, West Ham fans were given 1 week's notice, and we took 2,000 out to Croatia. So yeah, fair play to the Tottenham fans that went out there as well.
Yeah, and that's the thing, you look at. People are going to say, they're going to. Certain fans are going to say, it's a Mickey Mouse competition, a bit like our teams treat the League Cup. But for a side like them, they should be looking to win that competition.
You're like this one, Gray. I've lost a tree out of my garden, so I stapled a picture of it on my cat. Matt's saying, have you ever been Bournemouth for a holiday? I haven't been there for a holiday, but I've been there for a few long weekends. Bournemouth's beautiful, especially in the summer. Lovely beach, lovely bars, cocktail bars. Bournemouth's a beautiful part of the world. So I've never been there on holiday, but I've been there for like stag do's and weekends away.
I was there a few years ago for Bournemouth away, so a nice night out after. Show me about the game.
It was Burnley at home. See, I got it right, Gracie. Memories. The last game I went to was against Spurs in the Carabao Cup when you interviewed me. Was that the one at Wembley or when we played them at home and they beat us? I think it must have been the home game, I think.
Yeah, I got one.
Go on.
Who would make the best Bond out of us lot?
I reckon Ryan. Ryan.
They call me Uni Bond. Here to fill your crack. I wouldn't be a good Bond because I don't like wearing suits. I get uncomfortable in suits, so I'll all them stunts and fights in suits. I sit down at a wedding and I'm uncomfortable.
Me and Ryan look like under pressure League 2 managers.
Yeah, I did. I felt like we was taking Orient with 3 games to go and we had to keep them up.
Yeah.
Funny enough, I would have said you right. I would have said you right for that one.
No, cheers, mate. Cheers. I really appreciate that, boys. But it wouldn't be me. I'll guarantee you that now. Andy's asking, what's your favourite cocktail? I'll tell you what, me and Andy went up. We went to Southampton last week and we had a right laugh in the back of that car. Nicky was up front doing his karaoke thing, and me and Andy was just cracking up, laughing at having a go. He's a top bloke, Andy. I've met him a couple of times before, but that's the first time I've really sat down and had a chat with him. And he's a really nice bloke, and I'm sure we're going to do more away games together this season. Favorite cocktail? Do you know what I like? There's quite a few I like. I don't mind an espresso martini. I'm not going to lie. See, that's the James Bond, isn't it? That's the James Bond in me.
Yeah, see?
I like coffee.
There's one I like. Like Dean Martin used to drink it, so it's a cool cocktail. Called a Rusty now. Whiskey and Drambuie. Whiskey and Drambuie. Oh, mate. It's lovely. there's quite a few I like. Listen,
I drink any. The only thing I can't drink is rum. I'm not really a great lover of rum. I
love rum. Cuba Libres.
Yeah, we know you like rum, Scott. You drank half a bottle of it before Friday Night Pint Live.
Yeah, that's true.
Me and Ryan are more Jack Daniels men, aren't we, Ryan?
Yeah, I love it. I love
Jack Daniels. Don't love Jack Daniels.
I went off JD for a little while, and I was
What?
on more vodka, but now I've gone back on JD. Now I'm getting the taste for it again.
Getting a bit worried there, Ryan.
What are you getting worried for?
You said you went off JD. I was like,
no. Do you know when you drink a drink so much, you start getting off the taste of it. Then when you have a bit of time away,
yeah,
you Steve saying sex on the beach. DM me. I say I see Steve at Southampton as well. Top bloke. Spoke to him before the game, and he walked back with us. And he ended up going back in the Yateses in Southampton. But it's such a good weekend last year. It's so many people that I haven't seen for ages, and it was good to see these people.
That's it, mate.
Let's have what's this one here? Kai's asking, who would be the first to fight back in the brawl against the Zagreb hooligans, Nicky or Dan? I don't think any of them. I think Nicky had probably pushed Dan into their hooligan. But...
Sacrifice yourself, Dan.
No, joking aside,
just go
obviously, I spoke. Nicky rang me last night after post-match pint, and we was having a good chat. And I think about half hour later, they got caught up in a little bit of an incident. I think a few ultras confronted them, and one of them sort of threatened Dan, but nothing come of it. I think I just said to him, look, just go back to your hotel, mate. Just get safe and get back to your hotel. It's not worth it out there. You know, people go, and it's a shame because when they left the stadium, all the Zagreb fans and West Ham fans were clapping each other. It's only the few idiots that have to come out after and try to spoil it and attack groups of 3 and 4s and things like that. So,
yeah, it was a shame that it happened, but unfortunately, you get people like that, you know, and it's just one of them things. You know, we've got to learn to deal with, unfortunately.
Oi, Graham, what's your game? We concerned about my cocktail format?
No, I was concerned you went off JD.
Right.
That's what I was concerned about.
We'll straighten that up.
Straighten that, yeah.
Les is going for mojito. Yeah, I don't mind a mojito, but sometimes you go to a proper cocktail bar, they put half of Epping Forest in it, and it takes you about 10 minutes to drink. Oh, hang on. Phil, JD equals paint stripper.
Phil.
Callum's going, JD and Coke is undefeated. Yeah, I do love a JD and Coke.
Callum's got good taste.
Oh, Stevie knows it. Look, Graham loves a cheeky
He
JD.
He knows. Stevie knows.
Cheeky JD.
Yeah.
Oh, Neil's got it. Porn star martini. Porn star martini. I don't mind a porn star martini. Nicky was drinking them the other week.
Joe, I don't think I've ever read one of them. I have to give it a try.
Alan's going for a woo-woo. That's back in the days in jumping jacks. A woo-woo.
Oh, I remember you on them. You and Craig, wasn't it? Smoke back out. Woo-woos.
Little Jake's in the room. Great away day at Southampton, despite the goalless draw. It's good to meet Jake as well. It's the first time I met Jake and his dad. And I was on his vlog. Managed to get on there. And it was good to meet him. It's like when we met Russ the other week. You spoke to so many people over last year during lockdown on things like this. But when you finally get to meet them, and it was great to meet Jake and his dad. And I'll probably see him at plenty more games over the season. Here's one for you. Sam, what year is your favourite kit in general West Ham? What's your favourite West Ham kit? What year?
Do you know what? I really love I think it was the 81 home shirt. The first year we had Adidas. You know, the claret with the blue sleeves and the three stripes down. I like that one.
Scott?
Mine changes. Yeah, I like the centenary kit. I also like the Canio collar kit. That was one of my favourites as well.
I like. Do you know what? I actually quite like last season's kit. I thought it was quite smart, traditional. But I've always been a big fan of light blue shirt with claret hoops, and I agree the centenary kit. But I like the pony tick one for me. The home shirt 94, 95, I think it was. Love that kit. I've still got it. I've got it upstairs. Like I can't wear it on match days because if the wind got behind me, I'd fly off because the sleeves are so big.
The sleeves were like that, weren't they?
Yeah.
I think that 93 that come out, right? That one.
Yeah. Andrew's donated $50. Thank you so much for that. Bring
Thank
back
Andrew.
your black kit. That was a nice shirt last season. That black and gold kit was a beautiful kit. And obviously the away shirt before that, the white one that we wore, that was sort of like meant
the
to
blue
be
10 Ironworks kit was nice as well.
Mm.
The one I had on the other night, I like that kit.
Yeah.
But thank you, Andrew, for that donation, mate.
Cheers, Andrew.
Andrew, very kind.
Let's have a look. Yeah, last night without a sponsorship looked good. Yeah, it did, especially on that kit. It looked really nice.
I prefer the shirts without sponsors on them.
Yeah, I think that I looked at that kit last night and it sort of grew on me a bit. I think kits always look better on the players anyway. But no, it's actually quite a smart kit, and it looked 10 times better without the sponsor as well.
Why was the sponsor not on it last night? Was it
gambling? I think it's rules with like gambling companies and all that. So,
fair enough, fair play. But the kit looked quite good actually last night.
Graham, Ben wants to know, what's your plans for tomorrow?
What you got plans for tomorrow? I'm taking my nephew. He's got some pocket money to spend, so I'm taking him the computer game shop to spend some of his pocket money.
Good old Uncle Graham. Scott, what are you up to?
Work. Then don't know. See, it depends on the weather. Get back from work as early as possible. Take the boy out for the day. I think. I'm sure I've got something else that I've got to do. The missus will remind me in the morning, but yeah.
I am. What am I going to do tomorrow? I'm going to get up. I think I'm going to go have a gym sesh tomorrow morning. Come back, and I think me and the missus are going to go. We're either going to go to Leon Sea for a walkabout, or we're going to go to Southend and have a little walkabout and have a couple of drinks and just jump on the train. Only like 3 stops from where I am, so. Leave the car in the driveway and go to Southend, have a couple of drinks, or Leon Sea. I've never been Leon Sea before.
Have you not? I was down there last week, I think.
I think I've been there like when I was younger, but like I can't really remember it. But yeah. So if you see me in Southend tomorrow, don't chuck an ice cream at me or anything like that.
It's a nice walk from Leon Sea down to Southend. It's a long walk, but it's a nice walk.
Yeah, no,
go along the front, mate.
I'm gonna have a little. I might have a little walk on the pier. I ain't done that for a few years, so yeah, no, looking forward to it, mate. Take advantage. I mean, when people say about playing Thursday, Sundays, I actually don't mind it because you get your Saturdays.
Yeah,
I don't mind it. I honestly don't. But I'm looking forward to it. And then obviously United on Sunday. But someone asked a question here. Sam wants to know, how do you like your steak?
Rare.
Medium rare.
Yeah.
I like mine looking like an injection from the vet to have it back on its feet.
Yeah, I don't see how people eat it like that, man. Is that called blue or something like that?
Blue, yeah.
I don't have it blue. I have it rare, so it's a little bit bloody. But
nah, I'm like Scott, medium rare.
Yeah, medium rare.
I can't have it like it's just been chopped off the fucking animal and chucked on the plate.
So you're going to put one up, right? Hold on. So we pick the next one. Phil, I'm going to try. I want to do this walk. I've seen your Instagram at the times when you've been along there. It looks, it does look quite good. So I'm going to try that one out one weekend when I get the time.
I do that sometimes, like down the South Bank, like just have a nice walk, and then like I love. See, I was thinking about going into London tomorrow up the South Bank, but I'm going that way on Sunday for the football. So I'm I usually like going for a walk on the South Bank, over the bridge, through Leicester Square, having a little walk about, I'm a people watcher. I like watching. You know what I mean? Like,
well, there's a walk you can do that covers the bridges. So you walk across each of the bridges, like walking across the bridges. That's quite a nice walk.
Mm.
You just follow the Thames path along.
Yeah, no, I don't mind that. I don't mind going for a walk.
Yeah, so long as the weather's all right, that's it.
I like a walk.
Speaking of walks, can I just plug my missus is doing a charity walk. Yes. So if anyone would like to donate to charity, she's doing it next weekend. 50k walk in one day she's got to do. So it's a big old thing. So yeah, there's a link on it in our Twitter and our Facebook page. So if anyone wants to donate, it'd be much appreciated. And for those of you who have already donated, thank you, Ryan. You know, I saw you and Jay donated. Thank you for that.
Yeah, that's all right, mate. Gray, you donated yet?
I am going to donate. Yes, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that at the weekend.
No, fair play.
Scott sent me the link, so I will be donating.
Fair play.
Yeah, no. As I said, thank you for everyone that's donating. You know, they're a good charity. They do a lot. It's called the Red Balloon Foundation. They do a lot of work with like vulnerable families, young kids. You know, they provide after school clubs, that type of thing as well. So they do a lot of good work, and it's a good charity. So anyone that can you know, get behind it and support it, you know, it's much appreciated.
Yeah, as Scott said, the links on our Facebook page and it's the pin profile on our Twitter. So look, anything you can donate, any little donation helps. And fair play. Looking forward to Scott putting pictures up of Sam's feet all blistered and fair play. That's a long old walk. 50k. That's a long old walk. Oh, fuck me. Here we go. Last minute surprise. Oh, well done, Dan.
Oh, mate, I've just got in. I thought I'd.
You're still on before Nicky as well, Dan.
Yeah.
Only, and I couldn't see what he was doing, but yeah. What is that? Oh, sorry, I've got that stupid twat. What's that? Jamie fucking O'Hara going on TalkSport in the background. No, but yeah, no, I've literally just got in. I thought while I wait for my Chinese, I'd say hello.
Dan, you look shattered, mate.
We're sort of told the chat and the what have happened, but go on, give us the story, man. You can have story time. This is your moment.
Story time. Listen, I won't flower it up as much as Nick does and skirt around the edges and that. But yeah, it was hectic, mate. Like honestly, from like yesterday. Obviously, we flew into Milan. 3 hours wait, then to Croatia, nothing direct. We get there, then it's all a big rush to try and get to the ground and get to the ground.
Can I just say, Dan, have you not rung your mum to let her know how you are?
I haven't.
Your mum's been asking all night. She's been very worried about you, mate.
It's been a whirlwind. But yeah, mate, getting and like we got to so we had to rush to the ground. We get on this tram. We get off the tram at the Zagreb end. And there's all these fucking there's these ultras going shouting out to us, going, giving us all this, and we're like, shit, we're trying to find out how to get to our end, and we're just surrounded by all these Zagreb fans, and you know we get to this. Like I said, it was just mental. Once we're in the ground, it's all right, but we was drinking this shit. We had this shit beer to drink anyway, and they kept us in 45 minutes. Then we had a police escort march us through the town onto the tram, escort us on the tram, and drop us in the street. And I'm going to put this video. I had this kebab, man, and this geezer gave me this chili, stitched me right up with this chili. This guy, super hot chili, video. But anyway, as we're walking down from there to go to, there's this big Ironwork Tours bar. And we go to this Ironwork Tours where a lot of people are at. And there's these guys in black, all black, following us. We didn't notice them at first. We bumped into, Martin something, what's his name? De Berg. You used to do fan camps.
Yeah,
we bumped into him and he looked like he'd seen a ghost. He's walking opposite to us and he's like, it's all kicked off. So we're like, all right, bloody hell. And we carried on walking to the bar. And this, out of nowhere, this ultra comes up to me and he's like this. He's like, hey, you're West Ham, like this. And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, you little bitches, you ran away. you're around, you got police to come and chase us away, you little bitches. And we're like, fucking hell. So we just went, let's just get the fuck out. We had to abandon the guy into the pub, to the bar. We're like, let's just get the fuck back. So we got back. Police escorted us into a taxi, got the taxi back, managed to get one beer on the outskirts. And then it was just, today was another madness, mate. Honestly, like, all leisurely, all thinking it's all going to be fine. We went and fucking had a nice orange juice in Zagreb, walking around. And yeah, I got, as we get to the, you know, where you get the boarding. So we're going through, you get to boarding. The woman's asking for, what is it? Declaration form for your day two. That's some day 2 test, isn't it?
Yeah.
That thing. But yeah, so I haven't, so me and this other geezer are like, what? We ain't got that. So I'm like, so she's like telling me, Nicky's like, well, try and get it now. So I'm trying to get it. My hands are shaking because it's literally like, we're about to close. You better fucking hurry up. We're about to close. I'm trying to fill out the form. It's not working. And like Gary and Nicky are there, and like Nicky's, I can't. I just said, Nick, just go, like, just go. They fucking go. The fucking doors closed. Me and this geezer are left, and I'm like, what the fuck am I going to do now? I'm in Croatia on my own. I don't know if I'm going to get a flight back today. I don't know how much it's going to cost. I'm thinking, like, what am I doing here? Like, and then Nicky rings up Dom and finds out where he is. Nicky rings me, and Dom was late a flight, and he was still there, but he was in the same boat as me. He didn't have all that stuff. So I met Dom, and luckily we're talking about it, going, how the fuck do you get this test? And some photographer for West Ham was at the next table, talked us all through it. We got it. Had to pay out 48 quid for this test, for the 2-day test, and fill out the bloody form. And we get all that, and then I get through the checkout thing, you know, the boarding, where you get the boarding pass.
Yeah.
And then I show her all my stuff. She goes, oh, your 48-hour test, antigen test, is out of date by like an hour, because I'd been waiting there. So I'm like, what? And I'm like, no. And it's like, you got to go and get a test now. You got to go and get another test. And so I have to go there, pay another 250 kuna, which is like 28 quid. Get this test, woman fucking jabbed it right up my nose. Honestly, my nose is still burning for it. She dry up my nose, get the test, and I'm thinking, what if it comes back negative? What if it comes back positive? She goes, you're staying in Croatia. I was like, fuck's sake. And it came back negative. So yeah, we managed to just about get on that plane to Germany, but the changeover was so short. It was like 50 minutes from that plane and the plane to Germany. So we're like queuing up, trying to figure out where to go. There's no one there at this Stuttgart airport to tell you what the fuck. So we queue, and we're like, boarding closes at 5 o'clock, and it's like 5 to 5, and we're still queuing up to go through security. So we're fucking like, we're panicking, man. Me and Dom was really stressed out. Oh, Dom, what am I gonna do? It's ridiculous. We're thinking we're gonna have, because, and the other guy was with Tommy. He's checking. He's going, there's no more flights to London, lads, tonight. Next one's 6 a.m. So we're like, we're staying in Stuttgart tonight. And luckily they delayed the flight. It was the slowest security ever, like one at a time. You have to have 2 trays. There's one bloke. He's so slow. Like Dom was nearly going to get fucking arrested. He was giving him some right lip. He's like, oi. The guy he was not happy, but we sprinted and just made it on the fucking plane, man.
I bet it was like the scene, you know, from Home Alone when they run through the airport.
Yeah, it was. It was just like that, man. And when I was on that plane, I was just like, oh, fuck for that. Like, honestly,
you know
that's so stressful.
All the grief you went through today, just think you're indoors now waiting for a Chinese to turn up. There's always a happy ending. Always a happy ending to these stories.
But not only that, right, Dan? You've gone all through that, where normally that's the palaver Nicky sort of had, but you've still got home before him.
I know. It was like, would I do it? I tell you what, I don't know if I do it again. Honestly, like being there, like if West Ham got battered, it would be horrible. Right, West Ham winning makes it up for
it. Made it bearable.
But like it's so much ag, guys. Honestly, like traveling out. It'd be easy if we had direct flights and all of that, but it's different rules from different countries. So we didn't need all this declaration going out there. No one asked for no tests or anything. And then it's like to Italy, you need a something else. for Italy. So we need to show it for Italy because you book it for that country. So you got to go. I'm traveling from Croatia to Italy. We didn't need it from Italy to UK, but then we needed it from Germany to the UK, but not from Croatia to Germany. So I'm saying it's confusing. It's different rules, like so. It's proper ag. I'm hoping they sort that out, mate. We already needed loads of shit.
I think that all changes next month, doesn't it? When they change the rules. So if you're double jabbed, I don't think you have to go through all that.
Yeah, but I think what it is, it's on the countries that you're leaving or going to. So we're getting rid of the PCR test if you're double jabbed, so you don't got to do the PCR test. But it's other countries may have different things, so we're sort of.
I saw something on the radio. They're getting rid of the traffic light system. They're just having a red list for here, like if you're travelling from the UK.
Yeah.
But again. As Dan says, if other countries have all got different processes and that, it's still going to be, regardless of what we do, it's still going to be.
That's it. Massive, I mean, it could be worse. Two of our lads are still in there, fucking in a Croatian jail cell. You know, we was for talking to some bloke, and he said like one of the young lads who was in their group, he got arrested. They had some Dynamo Zagreb fans like attacking him. He threw a punch, didn't even land the punch, completely missed it, and got nicked. And he had to stay out there. So his dad's having to fly out to Zagreb to try and get him out. Like, and there's a few people like that banged up. And I'm seeing West Ham fans, you know, with stitches on their heads and cuts and all sorts. They was going around trying to find the fans that are in small groups, like what we were. That's what they were doing. They weren't going out like finding the big, because there was like West Ham fans that were like really, there was massive group of West Ham fans that were, you know, out there doing their thing, going to different cafes and just sort of, you know, not trying to fight, but like just sitting in the cafes and just mobile. And they weren't really attacking them. They was coming after the small groups, the Zagreb fans. It's mad. Like I said, there was a lot of crazy stuff out there. Some Zagreb fan, I think, got hospitalised really badly, got done, and I think that's where it all kicked off, big time.
It's crazy, isn't it? All over a game of football at the end of the day.
Crazy. Yeah, I know. Like I said, there were some lovely Zagreb fans out there. Like I said, there was some that was like we was marching past the pub, and we're like, "Fucking hell!" Like, here we go. Here comes the missiles, and they was all clapping us, and I was like, "Oh, that's lovely!" Like, you know what I mean? That's nice. And I had some Zagreb fans wanted to take a picture of me in a Leeds flag. I don't know why.
It's the thing is, mate, it's like everything, it's the small minority.
Yeah.
You know, small minority. And that's it. It's just the unfortunate thing, you know, it's just one of them.
I tell you what though, that stadium is shit. It is the worst stadium. No, mate, I tell you, when you see it, you are miles away from the pitch. I thought the ball boy, bloody hell, he had to do a marathon every time the ball went out. I felt sorry for it, but it is so bad. Like we're walking through, it's like built on an abandoned building. So you walk through, there's like it's literally like abandoned building underneath it. No, you know, just empty inside. You're like, you know, it's really, really bad. It was like an old Olympic thing they built years ago, and it just got abandoned. And that's their ground. But no, it was good. Like experience West Ham in Europe and. All that, mate. It was.
That's it. Take the positives from the experience, mate. That's all you got to do.
Oh yeah. It's just I hate traveling at the best of times. And when it's like this, it just reminds me of why I hate traveling.
At least you ain't got to fly from one country to another and then drive from one country to another. You know.
Do you know what though? At least when you're driving, like you guys are going to be in control of your own destiny. There's going to be no one there going, well, you can't drive this way, you can't do that.
Well, yeah, me and Scott are flying into Eindhoven, and then I think from Eindhoven to our hotel, it's about 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And then obviously our hotel to Genk is about 15 minutes. So we should be all right, Scott. We're cutting it fine, but we should be all right.
Yeah, fingers crossed. A lot of people were saying that Belgium is on like a red list at the moment.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I'll be surprised if fans are allowed to travel to that one. I'll be disappointed if we can't. But fingers crossed.
You guys will have a great time though. You'll have a great you're like I'm watching West Ham in Europe. Like just
you know what you should do. is next time you go, when you're in the airport, buy one of them big Toblerone. So if any ultras come up to you, you can hit them with that.
I tell you what, they know about. I'd hit them with the pointy end right on the forehead.
Yeah, exactly.
They'd soon know about that.
Stick it in the fridge first, eh?
Imagine having a rally and someone just gets out a massive Toblerone and goes, "Come on, in, you fucking mug." You cheat yourself.
You wouldn't know what to do.
If it, all right,
Mate, I don't want no trouble.
Yeah. Oh, hopefully you guys are lucky enough to have some decent beer. Like I said, it was like, remember Hooch?
Yeah.
It was like Hooch they had in there, and it was 2%.
I think they have decent beer in Belgium, so we should be all right. And I think it's about 85p a pint, isn't it, Scott?
Yeah, but around that. I've heard people saying it's not that cheap, but it's looking around £1 a pint, so that's still cheap enough, you know.
See, when I went Belgium, I went Bruges, and it's quite expensive in Bruges, but
it would be in Bruges, yeah, wouldn't it?
Yeah, we ain't going Bruges. We ain't that.
No, we ain't going Bruges. We'll buy it.
Yeah, it's right though. They do. See, the thing is, when you have beer in Belgium, you know, like Stella over here is seen as quite a strong beer, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's a weak beer out there, like 4 or 5%. That's weak.
Nah, me and Scotty on.
I had a good Croatian beer. It was good. But
I've seen a few pictures of people putting the Croatian beer up, saying it's really nice. So it seemed like a really nice place. Like, it's just a shame that you get some idiots that have to spoil it. Like,
you know what? It's really clean, right? No litter or anything. Like, there's some nice people out there, but like I said, the football is when it gets out. Like some of the cab drivers said when Heineken Split comes over, like they said, it's like an absolute war zone.
Isn't that who Vlasic played for before as well?
Yeah, Vlasic. Yeah. That's why he did that thing where he walked off the pitch and he walked around in front of the Zagreb fans. The ultras, the bad blue boys. That's what they call themselves. It's not very. Oh, we're the bad blue boys. You know, I can say this now because I'm not over there.
Dan's now like, yeah. Well, if it'd come any closer, I'd done.
So call us bitches again. Eh?
No, I've heard Croatia's a lovely country to go and visit. So you know,
it is. I mean, this bit, like you see though, like because when it's not like you get the beaches and that. This bit you see kind of like the old bloody the dilapidated tower blocks and stuff like that. There's not a lot. Like the guy was telling us, the cab driver, it's like it's very corrupt, the government. So the money, like economy's bad, like.
Yeah. So, is it a bit like remember Euro Trip, the film Euro Trip, where they go to Bratislava?
Yeah.
It's a bit like that.
It was a little bit naughty, not as much crazy fun hijinks, more like we're gonna get stabbed, the hijinks, and I've missed my plane hijinks.
I'm sure we're going to hear a decent story from Nicky from that one as well. So
Nicky will be like, "Oh, I tell you, the air was moist. And, there was a bit of the atmosphere. The tension was building on this wonderful night." And, we'll start to flower it up, wouldn't he? But any West Ham fan like who can, who has the opportunity, I'd say, look. Apart from all of that, what I said. Just like I said, that experience of watching West Ham away in Europe is unbelievable, right? Yeah, all the fans, we was all singing all together, and the players, like that bit at the end where Mark Noble come over to us, right? And you can see he was just soaking it in, like he didn't want to leave. He's just looking at us, like singing his name, and he's like, "Wow!" Like you can see he's trying to every moment, he's savouring every moment.
Yeah,
so. It was good. It was out there with Declan's brother, who was really nice. Like, I was with him, and he was saying Rice was buzzing, and everyone's just loving it. So
that's it. It's it from what we saw. So it's good.
I've got to go to the toilet. I can't. Hang on.
As long as you all got back safe, that's all that matters.
Yeah, that's it. I don't know. I said I was getting an update from Nicky to see if he's made it indoors yet, but so I did have to pay an extra €200, but I did get back quite a bit early. Like me and Dom got the tube back, and I left him at West Ham. But so it's a large price to pay for about getting it back an hour and a half before than I would have. But that was it, mate. Honestly, like I said, I had to pay an extra €200 for the flight, an extra 48 quid for this PCR test, and then another 28 for this other test. And then €6 for 2 cans of small cans.
I think there's still a couple of fan cams or one fan cam to go up. We couldn't do it, Dan, because I think it was still processing, and obviously where you tried uploading it didn't go through.
I've been telling him since last night, Nick, the videos are still processing. What's happening with the videos? They're still processing. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, we did one with this other guy. Me and Nicky sort of did a video together, and we've got him other bits. But I did a vlog as best I could. I tried to capture. I couldn't take my camera. You couldn't even. I had a power bank with me, right? You know, to charge my phone, and I couldn't take that into the ground. I had to leave it with them and take a picture of it. They were like, no, because you can throw it, right? They're like, oh, in case you throw it. Once you get into the sea, I think you have to be like an Olympic fucking discus thrower to hit the other side.
Mate, that distance you've seen from there made the London Stadium look close to the pitch.
Mate, honestly, we was all saying it. This gives you a special appreciation of London Stadium being in that absolute. It is, honestly, I've been to some crap there. We've all been to some crap grounds. Like,
yeah.
It takes the biscuit, mate. And like the way the ultras, I don't know if you could see, right, the bad blue boys stand. For some reason, they're like really high up, and it just stops. Like it doesn't come all the way down. It's just like this big wall, high wall, and then the seats start there. Like, I don't know if you noticed that, but it's really weird.
Yeah.
No,
and then like one side was
on the telly.
Really, really strange. But yeah, how did the atmosphere come off on the telly?
It was weird because, like, I think the camera was set more towards the ultras end, so you couldn't really hear our fans, you know, and plus where it was open, it don't really create the atmosphere, does it?
Nah. The thing is, as well, they had they're like one of these, like, we've got a drum and we're gonna just do, you know, we're just being, you know, organic and natural in terms of we're singing normal songs where no one's there conducting us, no one's got a bloody musical instrument. We're just singing, and they're just there all the time.
Scott, what we'll do, you take a tambourine, I'll take something, and we're conduct it in Belgium.
I have a triangle like.
They unfurled this big message in Croatian, like the Bad Blue Boys, and I was with that Jack mate. He was next to us, and we're like, "What the fuck does that mean?" Like we're thinking that's some sort of message, like we're gonna murder you after the game type of thing. And we're like, his mate, he was with him, who does a podcast with him, like, he typed it all into Google to translate, to find out what the fuck. We're like, this is gonna be, you're gonna get up. And it was like, oh, you're gone and not forgotten. May your memories live on. And we're like, I feel bad. Like, misread them, but yeah, I don't know what if Genk have ultras, like super crazy ultras or anything, what their fans are like.
Yeah, we'll worry about that closer to the time, mate.
Take your Stone Island jackets and have it.
I'm looking at the suggestions of beer in Belgium. Yeah, we've got this one. So there's
left face.
Yeah.
I think in the grounds, I think they sell, because the league's sponsored by Jupiler. I think they sell Jupiler in the grounds.
So there's a couple to try while we're out there. Can't go to Belgium and not try Belgian beer.
Nah, we'll have a trial of a few of them.
We'll work our way through the pump try.
Oh mate, I bloody went when we was in Milan. I went and we tried some beers. Oh look, this is Italian. They had like Peroni in a red bottle. Then they had this other one called Itchin Bon, whatever the fuck. Really interesting beer. And they had another one called Azora something. So I got I've never heard of these. I got the Azora one and the other one, and I'm like, I'm just trying. I posted a picture on Twitter trying these random Italian beers I've never heard of. And someone posted, well, that random Italian beer you rolled in is Peroni. I was like, what? It was like, yeah, like the Azora, whatever, it's just regular Peroni we get over here. And the red one, because I was like, oh, this is nice. This is like really interesting. But the red one is some different Peroni. But I love trying like different beers. That's the best part of going away, trying the local beers. Like,
yeah.
I did get an Aussie Juku thing beer in there.
In it, different experience, and but as we said, mate, glad you're both back safe. Well, I'm sure we're here from Nicky tomorrow. Nicky will have a few stories on post-match pint on Sunday.
It'll set the scene.
We'll let you crack on, mate, and have your Chinese. And Scott's got to go because he's not working. Yeah, Graham's got to have his dinner. But yeah, thanks for putting on, Dan. Glad you're home, mate.
Yeah,
Enjoy your
no
time.
problem. That's what I'd say hello and say hello to everyone. And yeah, oh yeah, the toast
You look like you
thing,
need a
that's
good kip and all, Dan. You look knackered.
Yeah, you
Oh,
look
mate, I am. I quickly tell people about this bloody toast situation, mate. That was mental. In that, what was it? It was like we went to this giraffe and had someone next to it that was like, giraffe, like American diner thing, American thing. And like, so I mean, that it's like looking at it and it's going, oh, we do this vegan burger. And I sit down and I'm like, right. And Nicky's like, he's vegan. And he's like, okay, he gets an iPad out and he goes to the tab, like, let me get the vegan menu up. And it's taking ages to load. And I'm like, all right. And I'm looking, he shows it to me and I'm looking at it and I go, Marmite, jam, like marmalade. I'm like, wait, this is just toast. And he was like, yeah, that's it. I mean, just toast, that's it. He was like, yeah. I'm like, let's get out of it. Fucking pointing that. He could have just told me, yeah, mate, we only do toast.
He could have just said, we only do toast.
Yeah, so no, we got out of that. So, but good times. But yeah, no, I'll give my mum a ring now.
Yeah, go and ring your mum.
She'll be worried about you.
So you should. So you should, Dan.
I'll give him a ring at my Chinese.
That's it. Get some sleep.
Yes.
And we'll see you bright and fresh on Sunday. At the London.
I don't know how long it's going to take me to be bright and fresh. It's going to be a long time recovering. I'll tell you what, if we did get to go proper on it last night, I don't know how I'd have felt coming back, like being super hungover, doing all of that, mate. Jeez. The Ultra's done us a favour.
Yeah. Thank the Ultras.
Yeah. Little beaches. Yeah, good stuff, guys. So I'll ring my mum, check the Chinese, and nice one, guys.
See you later. Take it easy, mate.
Take care, mate.
Oh, excuse me.
But, yeah, that was a good end to the show, wasn't it? Getting a little bit of what happened. I'm sure we're all looking forward to Nicky's version. I think Nicky's version might be a bit different. I'm sure he's going to have a lot more stories.
You know what it's going to be though, right? We're going to see Nicky Sunday. We're going to hear his stories on Sunday, and then next week's Friday Night Pint, we'll be listening to him all again because he'll be telling everyone in the chat.
Yeah, but look, Scott, me and you are obviously going out to Genk. Graham, I think, is going out to Vienna. I'm hoping that I can get out to Vienna as well. I'd like to do that trip. Just if I can sort something out with work for that one. But look. Just hope that the experiences are good, and there's hope that we have quite a few European experiences. I think the home games are going to be a good experience as well.
Yeah.
Look, I'm looking forward to it. But should we leave it there? Gone on for an hour and 42 minutes.
Scott looks like he needs his bed.
I need
a shower.
I want to take the dog for a walk first.
Yeah, you'll be all right, Scott.
Yeah.
Graham,
through.
As always, mate, go on. I'll let you have the give the people in the chat a little message, a Graham word of wisdom message.
So, thank you for everyone that was in the chat tonight and everyone that watched. Thank you to everyone that in the super chat that donated. Let's look forward to a decent game Sunday. Hopefully, 3 points coming in my hands. But yeah, I'm thinking 2-all. But yeah, everyone look after themselves, stay safe, be well.
Yeah, stay safe, look after each other, wash your hands. Oh, we don't do that anymore, do we? We don't need to wash our hands anymore and wear masks. And of course we wash our hands, but not like we was doing before, like when you had to sing happy birthday and whistle and fucking all that shit. But listen, thank you so much. Scott, do you want to say anything before I do the outro?
No. Said, like Graham said, thanks everyone in chat. Thank you, Miss Emerit, for everything you've done tonight. You know, you do a great job as usual.
As always.
Even going to Asda's and still doing the job.
Exactly. You know, she's
not all heroes wear capes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But, we'll leave it there. Thank you so much for everyone in the chat getting involved tonight. People watching on Facebook, Instagram, Periscope. Thank you so much for your support. As always, as it said on the bottom there, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Hit the subscribe button. If you're a long-term subscriber, thank you so much for sticking with us. We're close to the 60K now. once we get there, I think it'll be a lot easier to get to that 100K. When you pass certain landmarks on YouTube, the more subscribers you get, the more you grow and that. So yeah, we really appreciate all the support. And yeah, we're looking forward to Sunday. Scott will be back with a preview tomorrow, Scott.
Yes, mate. Be knocking that up soon.
On the match day, we'll have obviously fan cams, post-match pint, which we'll probably do outside the stadium again because we're still trying to sort out a venue. And yeah, that's it. Thank you so much, boys, for joining us tonight. Well, I've said it again. Why do I keep saying this?
Right. Right. There's only one thing left to say, mate.
Yeah, there's only one thing left to say. Thank you. Come on, you irons.
Come on, you irons.